I mean,
Okay.
you hate this show, so I just thought that thumbnail picture of all of them was very fitting for you.
It's
That's
pretty
pretty much
fitting.
sums up. Yeah, it pretty much sums out how you felt about the entire show from the get go. So I thought that was rather perfect, actually.
Wow, what a kind of a waste of time of a show. It's generally
Well,
a waste of time, and I'm thinking, wow, I actually wish money was put towards, starving children in Africa over this.
well, at least next week you'll get your palate cleanser of the first Alien, since we're starting spooky season next weekend, and that is a horror movie, so we'll at least get to do the first one there. But I was just thinking, like, think about when we hit like the 1 year anniversary of this show, which, come to think of it, I think we actually might be kind of starting to get close to.
No, God.
But think about it this way:
Oh,
think how much cooler our intro can be at that point, because we can just include all the stupid and good stuff that we've watched, and just like have the entire intro just be like an AI Frankenstein amalgamation monster of that.
there is that. It can be that. I'm just been really, really, really lazy because I'm just a lazy girl.
No, I'm not talking about you. I was talking about like me for something like that. You know, like that's something I could put
Oh, you
together.
can do that, sure.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's just like that'd be at least at that point that'll be one advantage to everything, is at least we'll have that going.
I can beef up the song in Suno again.
Oh yeah.
After getting the assistance.
Oh, you found some assistance. Oh, did you reach out to Mr. Eggery?
I reached out to someone a little different.
Oh, okay. Well, that's working as long as you got somebody to help you out. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Important part. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I was so confused. Yeah. Oh, okay. See, you kids these days, you don't know how to enunciate.
I'm an old fucking lady, Pastor Prime.
Enunciate. Are you kidding me? I literally just read an article on my live stream the other day about this actor. I think he's in his 50s, and his wife, who is 38, and they just had their first child together.
Oh.
So see, you've still got time. You're okay. You're not quite a crone yet. We're not quite putting you out to pasture. We're not quite. What was the nice word they called it in Animal Farm? We knew he was actually going to the glue factory, but what was the lie the pig told everybody?
I forgot. They're like he's going on.
Someplace.
He was like going to some like really great vacation or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I've got there's a graphic novel version of Animal Farm that I have on my bookshelf in the living room, and I'm gonna have each. I think it's time for my monkey to read it next, because my giant already read it. I think it's about time for the monkey to read it, and then I'll have all of my children read it, as I think they're. Well, because I read, I guess no, it's definitely way past time for monkey to read it, because I think I remember reading it in like 5th grade. I think is when I read Animal Farm.
Oh yeah,
it had to be like 5th grade.
It was either middle school or something. But no, Animal Farm is like what a fucking dystopian future that is.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it was intended to be a dystopian future.
Well, what it was supposed to teach kids about the evils of communism and Marxism. That's exactly what it was. It was to teach you about the evils of Marxism. And it does a great job of doing that on such a fundamental level. That's why I'm like, I make sure all my kids read it early on. I'm like, no, you're all read. Like if they're not teaching this in the school you're currently going to, you're going to read it at home with dad then. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish it ended happier, but it was just like, what the fuck? It turned into just a what the fuck moment.
When does communism ever? When has any Marxist system ever turned out happy in the end?
None of them.
Name a sick. I was gonna say, yeah. Why would you expect the book about pigs and and sheep and goats and cows? And if it doesn't work with humans, why would it work with animals? They're animals after all.
But I am just an idiot that likes happy stories. But it is a very, very good book.
Well, right, but that's why you go on and read, like, I was gonna say Aesop's fables, but a lot of the traditional ones actually don't end up all that great. But like that, I don't know. You can go read your Disney stories. You know what I mean? There's got to be some fairy tales out there that actually
What?
end good. I'm trying to figure out what fairy tales actually, because like you can't do the Grimm's fairy tales. All of those ones don't turn out well. If you go back to
Those
the
are
original source
kind of.
material of the Little Mermaid, like her feet burn and she feels like she's walking
That
on
wasn't
glass.
Grimm, though. That was some
No,
like
those ones weren't.
homo
I'm just like
in
trying to find.
Dutchland.
I'm just, right, but I'm just trying to find like a classic story tale that actually ends in like happiness and like the fair. I think Walt Disney like coined the happily ever after thing. Like I don't know if that actually existed much
Oh,
in too many fairy tales prior to that. I'm not sure. But you
pretty
do have
much
great
it was
stories
Walt
of
Disney.
heroes. Yeah. But you do have stories of great heroes and happy endings and great battles and people winning wars and overcoming horrible things like old age and worries that they're past their prime, things like that. So
I can go into watching like the Beowulf tales. I don't think he
see,
dies horribly, but you never know.
no, but I mean, the Book of David ends pretty nice. Solomon ends up being a good king, his son, so that all works out pretty nice for David. So,
Hmm.
and so, see, there's even happy stories in the Bible. Ooh, things work out really nice for Ruth. Ruth did a really good job. So, you know,
Man, I don't want to do this. I don't want
I know,
to. I don't.
but
This is
it's
going
the
to be
last
such a fucking slog. Also, why is the alien eating Africa?
because
Because that's
I don't
the
know, fuck
continent.
those guys. I don't know. Because it's the biggest continent and he's hungry. That's why.
Yeah.
It's the biggest continent and he's hungry. That's why I don't.
God, also, this story is just fucking garbage. It's so lame. It's the lamest story in the world where it's just like it
Well,
comes from the that great it comes from that really really bad idea where if I make it just really complicated, then people shall love it. I'm like, no, no. Uh oh. Oh no.
oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
you're
no. Oh
muted.
no. Oh no. Oh no. No, no. No, 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 no. I was muted on my soundboard, yeah.
Ah. But yeah, it just I think they just made a very overtly complicated plot, thinking that's going to justify its existence, and it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Mm, mm. I don't know. Well, I mean, we did talk about how the last, that episode before the kind of last episode had a pretty good setup. So we'll see how things go. But we
I
can
think
talk
it's
about
going to
it
be
here in a little
very
bit.
lame.
It's going to be very lame. I
Eyeball
think it's going to
monster.
end lame.
I kind of hope that eyeball monster fucking kills the shit out of Peter Pan.
Oh, that's probably, I'd imagine that's probably what's going to end up happening.
Or they'll
I
try
can
to
only,
sequel bait and like this sheep eyeball monster has gotten away.
I mean, that is always a good possibility too. I don't know. It sounds like, I mean, the only thing I've heard was that the showrunner said that it seems like that to him, and from what he's heard, is that it was successful enough to warrant a second season. But the questions didn't seem like they were stemmed as, oh, the end of the season is left, is left with questions, ambiguous. You know what I mean? It feels like we might get a concluded story. So I don't know. I could be wrong. Um,
Well,
but that's just,
I
I only read part of the interview though, so because I wasn't trying to spoil stuff for tonight. Because I want to go in there as raw as everybody else.
well, that's good. I just
Yeah.
I don't want to see this anymore. And if they actually do make a sequel, chat has to fucking earn it because I do, like, I could be sleeping, and that would be a better use of my time than watching this fucking trollop trash.
Oh wow. So aggressive. Trollop trash. The English would be impressed by your use of their litany. Whoa, for the Emperor.
What?
For the Emperor.
Hey, for the Emperor.
We just had a new follow. And the baby popped up on my face, and it was great.
He's from Trucker Rob Stuff.
And nice.
We chatted a bit. We watched Desperado. It wasn't streamed. It was just like some guy said, "Want to do movie night?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." We watched Desperado.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good movie. I love that movie. Salma Hayek. Oh my god.
Oh. Her tiny waist and her
candles.
Huge tits.
Yeah, dude, those candles. Oh, that's
that candle scene. That's a pretty great sex scene. But
that is, that's oh yeah. I really don't think I've seen. I don't think I've seen another. I haven't seen like obviously every 60 different movie out there, but like from the ones I have seen, I don't know if I can really think of one that can top that. I really don't.
Well, you kind of have two perfect leads to be in a sex scene, which is Salma Hayek and Antonio
Banderas.
Like, oh my goodness. Yeah. And those guys are basically married and like they're basically wife and husband at this point with the amount of fucking movies they are in together.
They were in a lot of stuff together, yeah.
But
and Quentin Tarantino really liked both of them too, so that helped out a lot.
Well, Quentin Tarantino's weird and has a feet thing,
and makes really good movies. He's a freak. Well, and that and obviously what you're talking about, Desperado.
But Rodriguez was the main lead for that. But that sex scene is great. It just gets a bit awkward when it's just like a whole bunch of people watching it on a stream, just like,
yeah,
it's like when your mom walks in and you're watching a sex scene. It's like, hi, and and the only thing I could think of about a joke was just like, can you imagine them like, hold on, this is a very steamy scene. We have to light all these fucking candles first. Hold on.
Oh yeah, no, undoubtedly, and that's the biggest pain in the butt about all of that stuff too. Is like you've got to get that. You've got to have all that stuff set up and everything else. So it's like, yeah, somebody had to go through and light all those candles. Yeah, and it's like, and that was a wild scene too. So it's like one of those situations where it's like, okay, man,
we give it to the passion after we light all these candles.
Like,
hold on.
Let's take a few tequila shots first so we can hopefully forget about the fact that we're in a room full of people, like with cameras staring at our junk, essentially.
There is that. Like, well, actually, if you know about the full movie called The Full Monty.
Oh, yeah.
The guys at the end, when they do the full Monty dance, they were fucking jacked. They were fucking swimming. They were all drunk as fuck when they were doing that scene.
That's hilarious. I believe that. I probably would have been had to have been if I was still drinking. I probably would have had to have been pretty lit for that one too. That is hilarious. That is so funny.
But that would be a good palate cleanser for like just as a nice little one, because it does have a lot of heart to it, that movie. And it's one of my favorite scenes is the husband and wife. And he's like, who would want to see this dance? She's like, I would.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. No, I've actually never seen it. So that'd be funny. Maybe we should put that. We need to start a list. We need to start a list. Oh, that is great. Well, speaking of starting things, boys and girls, let's go ahead and hit that button. Why not? We've been dicking around long enough. And there's people starting to hang out.
Oh, for the Emperor, yes. Midway through the watch along, my mic stopped working and no one knew, so I thought everyone was just ignoring me halfway through the film.
That is hilarious. Oh my. Well, for the Emperor, to be completely and totally fair, as a guy that streams with her twice a week reviewing things, buddy, my friend, for the Emperor, you didn't miss much.
Suck a dick.
Check the lights, it's showtime now. Crowd is buzzing.
Automatically mutes you. This one you have to mute yourself.
Or just a lie.
Yeah.
Worth a watch or pass it by. Critics talking loud and clear. Do they praise or spread the fear? Film a flop, we wanna know. Cut the bull, come join the show. Is it good as nerds we say? Will it shine or fade away? Sinking ships might pull you in. Do we lose or can we win? Scenes are rolling moment by. Answers hidden in the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek. In the common view we seek. Is it good as nerds we say? Will it shine or fade away? Sinking ships might pull you in. Do we lose or can we win? Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve. Wondering what we'll achieve. Is it worth the precious time? In the common view we'll climb. Scenes are rolling moment by. Answers hidden in the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek. In the common view we seek. Win. Scenes are rolling moment by. Answers hidden in the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek. In the common view we seek. Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve. Wondering what we'll achieve. Is it worth the precious time? In the common view we'll climb. Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve. Wondering what we will climb. When
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's just with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture on all things 33 common sense lands. Welcome to another wonderful edition of Is It Good? Boys and girls, it is Alien Earth, the season finale. Yes, after what? 7 episodes, 7 weeks, 6 weeks, because we actually started 2 episodes in. So it worked out very nicely for us. We haven't had to suffer through this near as long as other people have. And honestly, it's one of them situations where it's been fun. You know what I mean? Because if nothing else, I'm a little bit of a sadist, and I'll be completely and totally honest about that up front. And it's fun to torture my friends. And, you know, I'm not a complete, mean, evil sadist out there. I will give you relief. And boys and girls, if for some reason you didn't hear during the pillow talk, or actually during the foreplay, sorry, I always mix it up. During the foreplay, boys and girls, because Sunker doesn't give me pillow talk anymore. She just runs off on me after it's all over. During the foreplay, it might have been mentioned that next week is spooky season, boys and girls. So October officially begins. And on Thursday, it will be October 2nd. So next week, as a palate cleanser for all of you folks that have so generously strove through this with us, for better or worse in some cases, you will get to watch Alien next week, the horror movie, the one that started the entire franchise and resulted in this, well, semi-enjoyable for some of us out there, series that we've had a grand time watching and reviewing over the last few weeks. So that'll be what's on the menu for next week. So you guys actually make sure you come and hang out for that. That'll be a good time. that'll start off our spooky season, and we'll slowly start working our way through a few other things out there. Boys and girls, it'll be a good time as well. So we're going to get into Alien Earth tonight, the very last episode, which is the real monsters. Oh, I wonder who the real monsters are going to be. But speaking of real monsters, Sunker Maiden, how has your day been, sister? How's everything going? What have you been up to?
Soylent Green is people! I wish you didn't tell me the fucking title. I'm like, oh my god, this is the pretentious cherry on the shit Sunday I have to go through and sit through. I'm doing okay. Slightly tired, but still back and ready to go and all that stuff. I almost ran out of booze. It's kind of sad.
Oh, yeah, no, that wouldn't have been a good time for Sunker at all. Poor Sunker. She's fueled on alcohol and spite, boys and girls. That's what keeps her motivated and moving most days. So I think she literally just gets up every day and just keeps on plugging away and surviving just despite the rest of the world.
I have a bottle of Irish cream.
Oh, dear God. Do you have chocolate? Whenever I was in a bad mood back in the day, I'd go buy a bottle of Bailey's and a bunch of chocolate.
I actually do have chocolate, but I don't remember where I put it down. Damn it. It was the last of my treats from the vacation. But, yeah, I'm ready to go. Happy to be here, even though I fucking hate you for making me watch this. I still think it's at least better than the other show that you pitched to the chat, which was Peacemaker. Which has anyone been talking about Peacemaker other than like, hey, episode 1 got a lot of views.
There's been so much other crazy stuff kind of going on in the news the last couple of weeks that no, I haven't even really seen like any reviews or anything about it. Because it's not over yet. I know it's not over yet, and they must have not done like any of the big reveals of like Superman or any of that kind of stuff in it yet, because that would be all over the news. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how much longer it's going on. You might have lucked out, and we might be finishing this tonight. And if we were doing Peacemaker, we might still be going. So
if we were doing Peacemaker, you would have just really hurt me 10 ways from Sunday, because it would have been Peacemaker. We have to take a break for Halloween, and then back to Peacemaker on November. And I'm like, I don't know why we're friends. I
yeah. Look. I just try to leave marks that you might have occasionally have to wear a scarf. You know what I mean, around, and maybe a little extra heavy makeup. I'm not trying to leave like permanent scar tissue on you for the rest of your life. Okay, I am a benevolent lord. But like, yeah. So it's not. We occasionally take you out of the stocks. So Halloween, we're gonna do October. We're gonna do a bunch of spooky movies. For stuff like that, we can only go so crazy because our dear sweet Sunker is a sensitive soul, boys. Is a sensitive soul. And then after that, though, we're gonna start Firefly. We'll be doing a Firefly as a wonderful time. What?
And one of another drunken haze, someone said like, no, we also have to do Smoking Aces before going into Firefly, because I like that movie. But
I don't remember that part. We'll see.
Well, that was in Discord, but
well, then it definitely doesn't count if it was in Discord. That's like if it happens in Vegas, you know what I mean? It doesn't count. So it's like this. I'm just kidding.
It's fine. No worries. We'll chat about it. But yeah,
we can talk about it.
I'm already looking into cowboy hats. I'm already trying to find some good pictures I can take for the thumbnails, and I need to know if a certain Handy and a certain Griffin are gonna be there, so I can involve you.
This is what you do, Sunker. You just assume they're gonna be there, include them in all of the stuff, because then if they're not there, we can shame them by going, look, Sunker even put you in the intro and you're not here. You're making a Sunk sad. You know what I mean? So absolutely include them. I keep putting Grant in the intro. Did you notice the
yes,
intro?
I was chuckling.
In the intro.
He hasn't streamed with us in months.
right? And if you notice, like on the thumbnails, I've started to slowly like hide him in places on the thumbnails now. Like I'll put him like peeking out around your shoulder or something. Now, so yeah, no, it's been a blast. So no, who knows? We'll see if I'm just assuming at this point he's a POW of the Emu Wars. And that's what's going on. That's just the only thing I'm going to assume at this point. He's just a POW in the Emu Wars, and that's why we fly our POW MIA flags. And this one we're just going to put an ostrich on, I guess, because poor Grant, he's down, but we still love him, and eventually he'll show back up. He'll resurface. Eventually, the emus will get tired of his really bad jokes and his Jewishness, for whatever that counts. And so, yeah, so I don't know. We'll figure something out with Grant, but yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's how you do it, Sunker. You just go ahead and include them, and then we shame them into making sure they're here.
Okay. Prepare to be shamed, Handy.
There you go.
Yeah.
I bet that's not a sentence you'd ever thought you'd say in public. A handy shame, a shame of handy, a handy shame, a shame handy. I don't know.
Well, would you feel shame if you were getting a handy, even though it was in public?
I mean, it depends on who it's from, I guess. Like, that's the real question, right? That's kind of the real
Oh, dear.
Like, is it Audrey Hepburn? Is it Catherine Zeta-Jones? Is it Salma Hayek? Or is it Greta Thunberg?
It's Bill.
It's like, is it Bill? Is it Greta Thunberg? I mean, it's like, it's like, Greta Thunberg, would I say no behind closed doors? No. In public? Yes. I don't want anybody else to see that happen.
Oh, dear.
I don't care if she shakes. Like, So it's like he said, that's a question that there's extra additions to that question you have to add in there.
There's like a criteria, there's a matrix, if you will.
Yeah. It's like, it's like the hot crazy scale, right? You've seen that. So it's like, how much can you handle?
But
you know what I mean? It's like, where are you at on that?
The hot crazy scale, you're supposed to be below the bar, but sometimes that crazy hotness is just so much that you'll go above the bar, and then she'll go over and key your car. Yeah, I mean, there's some of them that are just, it's worth it. You know what I mean? It's worth it if the police get called every 6 months. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes that's the way things go. Dude, because I watch so much body cam stuff, it's always great to hear the police like, yeah, I've been called back here before. Yes, I know who's here. Don't worry. Hey, Carl.
That's why I firmly believe cops pretty much anywhere that I've ever been, and that includes like multiple different types of states and cities and stuff like that, have always been like so lax on cannabis users, because they're like, look, you guys aren't the ones that we're getting like domestic violence calls on. Yeah. No, like we don't have to worry. Like a cannabis user isn't going to go over and like do right, but go over it. Right. But I mean like go over and do bad things to his dealer's house that might end up involving, small children or something. Yeah. Because he got shorted on a baggie. You know what I mean? There are other things they do that for. You know what I mean? So it's like, if the Stoners football team loses, he just goes, oh man, and eats some extra brownies. You know what I mean? That so it's really like, it's one of them situations. Yeah, exactly. Sunker's like, I don't feel pretty. She's like, and she drinks some more. I'm like, no, eat a brownie instead. Eat the brownie instead.
My brain's already fucked enough. It's okay if it shrinks, not if it mutates.
Oh, so killing brain cells is better than just chilling them out. Okay, cool.
Well, having weird growth sometimes.
The growth. Oh, the growth. All right. Well, speaking of growth, hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. But speaking of growths, because of all of the wonderful people out there that have abused all of the wonderful systems and the, of course, obviously, very obvious statement of the law of what fair use is, boys and girls, this is a show that we were only going to give you a little bit of a teaser of over on YouTube. You've heard a little bit of our assessment of the show so much. I think the thumbnail kind of breaks it down very well. I'm enjoying it for the most part. Sunker is like, and is done with it and ready for this to be over. So it's one of them situations where, unfortunately, because this is a watch along, we do like to watch this with you guys. We review it, we pause it, we talk about it. Sunker's going to ask for multiple pauses by the end of the show out there. One more time. And so that's all going to be a fun, grand old time out there and all that kind of stuff. But because of the bots, because of all that kind of stuff over there on YouTube, we can't watch the show. We can't do that fully over there with you guys. So if you got to join us over on one of the alternative platforms out there. Rumble is generally our home base when it comes to alternatives, but we're also available on Kick and Pilled as well. So if you'd like to join us over on one of those platforms, it would be a grand old time as well. But that being said, let's say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. And then, of course, we will get into teasing you, and then we'll cut you off YouTube. We'll treat you like a bad ex-girlfriend and just cut you off and send you on your way. So you have to join us over at our wonderful little home base, our little home away from home.
Forward our address for later, maybe.
Yes, exactly. We'll leave you our forwarding address. It's up to you whether or not you follow. That's completely and totally up to you. Honey, I'm going to Dallas. It's up to you whether you're coming along. There is no Arizona, so I couldn't do that one. Was it Santa Fe? Yeah, going to Santa Fe. Melissa Smith over on the YouTube side. Good to see you, Melissa. Glad you made it in. Stoner Cat says hello. Hello, Stoner Cat. Good to see you, buddy. Shadow Ward 99, another one of our fine channel subscribers over there on YouTube, boys and girls, which you can also become for $5 or less a month, depending on what platform you're on. Get us closer and closer to those 100 member/subscribers. We need to keep the lights on around here indefinitely. And boys and girls, as always, this is one of our evening streams. So we do have all of our fun little games that we can play. We are doing a little fundraising this evening for the, we did a really great, James Cash came in absolutely clutch, and Spartacus did a great job too on Sunday night. So we've got the new 3-tier bunk bed. I'm saying it quietly. They do come in 3s. And that will be here. The schedule says Monday or Tuesday, but I've had these things show up early, so it might be here this weekend. But either way, we need to get at least 1, if not 2 extra mattresses. So that way it completes the whole trifecta, because we're going to move the one we've got now into the boys' room. So we've got 2 in there, and then we'll have the 3 in the other one. So we technically need 2 extra mattresses. But if we just get 1, that'll be fine tonight. So we do have a little bit of a goal down at the bottom. You'll see down there when that little, so if we can get that bar filled up for direct donations, that would be great, because that means I can order the mattress or mattresses, whichever we get to, either $100 or $200, whichever we get to tonight. Order the mattresses tomorrow, and then they'll be here by the time the bed gets here. And so I will officially have no more babies in my bed anymore, and that will be really nice. So check out that. So that's one of those things. And so you have fun ways to help out with all of that. You can torture Sunker and I. There are options on, obviously, we have a bunch of fun videos, right, of dancing babies, dancing Sunkers for like gifty subs. If you do direct donations, you can have whatever you want out there. Obviously, you can feed me some gummies. I can take dabs. We also have Sunker making out with a lizard for a $50 direct donation. We also have Sunker making out with tentacles. If you would like to see the horrifying looks and hear the screams of Sunker Maiden in the background while we show off those videos, those are all options as well, boys and girls. So shout out to all of that kind of fun stuff out there. Let's carry on saying hi to you. Yes, exactly. There you go. And Stoner Cat already joins us over there on Rumble. Appreciate you, Stoner Cat. There you go. At least off Peter Pan's shadow. There you go, Melissa Smith.
Oh, is that the bald guy? Is that what we're going to count as his shadow?
Probably.
The fucking asshole who went over and like, you're fired for not brain wiping this. It does. There's so many illogical things that I'm just like, we're doing this because we're evil. It's just like, man.
Well, they're doing it because they don't care about the kids the way the show and the showrunners and those other people want you to feel about the kids. Empathy towards the kids as the fact that they're kids. Those guys see them as nothing more than property. They're machines. They're a creation. They're a technology. Nothing more, nothing less. They're programming. They're a code inside of a synthetic body. And that's all they are to them. And so they don't care about them. They don't empathize with them. They don't view them essentially as human the way a lot of other people in the show do.
No, that's fair. It's just they didn't have to view them as human, but they did go over and make this technological marvel of which the one scientist like, yeah, I can go over and fix this up, and you just need to give me some time, and I just have to talk through it. Kind of how we designed this thing to begin with. Nah, reset it. Oh, one of them's dead? That sucks. Just like, make up your mind! Are these expensive or important to keep around or not?
Well, they're definitely expensive and important to keep around, but he's only kind of like, now that once we found out about Wendy's little powers or whatever, he stopped really caring too much about the rest of them. And so it's one of those other things. It's like with that as well. And so it's one of those things where with that, like that's how you're supposed to view him is.
Oh yeah.
They want you to view the people they believe them that they're just technology. They're no more than a toaster. Yeah, they're just a toaster to them is all they are.
It's just also just other little illogical things. Just like, why would they bother burying the kids and not just, cremating them? They were only buried so Wendy could have that seed of discovering where the kid, their human child bodies were.
At the same time, we don't know who buried the bodies. Because if it was like the mom, if it was the quote unquote mom figure, the doctor chick who completely and totally screwed over her husband, or the husband that did it,
it would most likely be the husband because she would not be proactive.
Right, but then I could totally see him giving them a proper burial. I could totally see him doing that. And I could see him doing it somewhere way off the beaten path that nobody would find because he was probably told to incinerate them. Now, that's me filling in a plot hole.
Yes.
To a certain degree. Because that's the problem.
For the Emperor!
For the Emperor! Thank you, my friend. And you know what? We'll go ahead and get that kicked off right. And I know how to fix the Discord thing. As long as you clicked it and joined and I get the notification and you're actually in there, trust me, I know how to fix it. Don't worry about it. But, boys and girls, we know for the Emperor. I was going to say hi to him anyway. And appreciate you. Glad you're in here. Love having more Warhammer 40K fans around there. I've got my Dark Angel stuff in the background right over here. And definitely, I do Warhammer 40K content. I do videos and news over like the Amazon show and over other crazy stuff going on in the 40K universe. So definitely stick around, Bubba. You will like some of that stuff. But that being said, gifty subs. You made a gift sub. We normally do it for $5. Counts as a sub. If you did one gifty sub, you would get this anyway. So for the Emperor, let me introduce you to what you get for becoming a member, for a gifty sub out there. And you know what? We're going to do a throwback. We're going to do something we haven't seen in a long time, boys and girls, because we just got a brand new member for the Emperor. The Sheboygans will rise.
Oh God, that picture. Man, before I chopped my hair off, got fatter.
Oh, thank you for the Emperor. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate that. So you can get those via direct donation. You can get Sunker Dancing via direct donations or via gifty subs. Those are or subs. You're becoming a new subscriber. You'll get that too, obviously. But for gifty subs, if you want to see it again and you're already a subscriber, those are all options. So thank you very much for the Emperor. Getting us closer and closer to those 100 we need to keep the lights on around here indefinitely. So thank you very much. John Washburn over on the YouTube side says, hail all. It says, hail. I hope you are well, Sunker. John says,
I'm doing okay, John.
Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it in. John. John's one of those other guys that likes to comment on stuff too. Blood Ravens. All right, you're a Blood Ravens guy. Yeah, I'm a Dark Angels guy. That's awesome. Got 40K due to Dawn of War years ago, dude. We were playing some Dawn of War on my 8. We do $5 Fridays, and it starts at 11 a.m. And for every $5 donation, the show goes another 5 minutes. And and our record was 2 a.m. And James Cash just decided to come in and get all rowdy and decided to crush that. And we went till 8:05 a.m. the next day. I was literally playing Dawn of War was it Total War Warhammer? Whichever one. There was one of them. I think it was Total War Warhammer. I was playing which I can't remember now. I haven't read it. Either way,
it look like
it was
story based or a top.
It's the one. It's the base builder one. It's the base builder one. It's the base builder one. So I think that is Dawn of War is the base builder one. But it's very limited base builder one. Somebody in the chat will remember and yell at me in a minute. But yeah, I literally played that all night long until 8:05 a.m. Saturday morning. So yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I'm glad I'm gonna love it though. I love it though. Whatever way. And we've got Ironcaster out there who's going out there and spreading the good word of the Emperor as well. And he just converted one of his friends at work recently and got him into the Caiaphas Cain novels. So yeah, it's going all kinds of fun around there.
Dawn of War.
So I love it. Yeah, Dawn of War. So well, okay, yeah, Dawn of War is the base builder. Okay, so yeah, that was the first time I'd played it. And outside of like maybe the tutorial, I think that we played on like a $5 Fridays, and I literally got on that and played it until for 10 hours straight on that stream because we ran out of news to talk about. I got all my videos and editing done by 6.
Cat's like, are you coming to bed? No, I have to stay.
Oh no, she knew. She knows how $5 Fridays goes. I was like, honey, you ain't got to buy dinner. You ain't got to do anything for dinner. I got it. She's like, how late are you going? I'm like 8 o'clock in the morning. Because I think it was just 6 a.m. initially. And then Lavistro or somebody came in and threw me in for another 8. Yeah, it was Lavistro came in and threw me out to 8:05 a.m. Because the record was 2. And so James and Spartacus just absolutely smashed that. Out of the window. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And so I was there until 8:05. And I accidentally went till 8:10 a.m. because I by that point I was so tired I'd forgot it was 8:05 and went until 8:10. So you got an extra 5 minutes out of me. But yeah, so yeah, that was fun. So yeah, good times lots of good times with that game. Lots of good times with that game. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. What's up, Wade? And yes, you got to watch the full show on Rumble, Wade. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it in. Oh, let's see. Make sure I don't miss anybody out there. So I know I've had a few more folks. Yeah, Blurry Maidens, indeed. It was for a little bit.
I don't know what. My camera was not playing ball.
What? Me? I thought she was the evil one. Shadow Warden 99. What is going on here? I feel the tide is turning. What is going on? I don't know what you're talking about. Peter Beckman fan site. Good to see you, fan site. We'll see you over on Kick here in a little while. Good to see you, fan site. Glad you made it in, sister. Ooh, next month is your birthversary. Oh. So it's your birthday month next month. It's your birthday month. It's your birthday.
Or he has birthday and his anniversary next month.
Oh no, I don't think she does. But I think it's her birthday next month. That is awesome. Oh, that's great. I thought it was those, not the doc. I thought it was those, not doctors. I'm so confused. I watched Gary and Mahler talk about Alien Earth instead of watching it. There you go, for the Emperor. Well, you can do both with us. This is the nice part about it is you can just watch us review it and you don't have to suffer through it all by yourself. You can laugh at it and roast it with us. That's why we do this. That's the fun part. It is, and we can laugh at it together. We can laugh at it. I'll accept that. Benevolent dictator. I'll accept that, Shadow. Yeah. I'll accept that. I like that. So nerd becomes an alien overlord. No, benevolent dictator. I like Shadow Warden.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, no, that's why it's gonna be 14 weeks of Firefly because we'll finish it off with Serenity. But yeah, because we've got to do our favorite, the best little whorehouse in the galaxy or whatever it was, in the verse or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. Oh, such a good one. All right, let me see who else we got. Jesse would take a handy from Ryan Reynolds. I mean, he's in pretty good shape. Clinton, yeah, that one you would take, but you wouldn't want anybody to see you do it, have him done in public, right? Yeah, like Clinton. She's got some stroke stuff going on too. So.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so she might have a little shaky hand thing going for you too.
Well, she's just gonna go a little bit faster to hell, I guess. I hope it was worth it. I hope when you're laying there and you don't have anything on your conscience for the fucking shady ass shit you pulled, bitch.
What's up, Hasselhopper? Good to see you, buddy. We got the cops called on us for board gaming too rowdily. I believe that. I cannot tell you how many times the cops have showed up to my front door because my kids were just being too loud playing in the house. Like, because a lot of time we have the windows open and stuff like that because, you know, it's just like, especially in the new house, it's so horribly insulated. It's not even worth trying to turn the AC on most of the time. But yeah, like, especially at the last house, we probably had the cops show up at our doors 3 or 4 times because somebody thought we were murdering our kids, and it was just the kids running around in the house screaming at each other and shit. So, yeah.
Fuck Monopoly!
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
I never play Monopoly.
I'm sure Monopoly.
You can't.
I guarantee you there is more than one cop out there who has a story about a domestic violence case or a domestic disturbance he got called on because a game of Monopoly went south. I guarantee you there's more than one out there.
You were fucking stealing from the bank. What's an IOU? That's against the rules.
Go full Jesus and flip the table. Get the whips out, start whipping your opponent. You steal. That's a violation of one of the commandments. We're gonna whip. Yeah,
but no, that actually does remind me of a little D&D story I heard where I ended up biting my DM because they were arguing over a barbarian bite, rolled out of 18. It's like, no, you can't go over and get this extra damage because a human bite isn't that bad. I'm like, bet. And he's like, fine, you can bite me. Fine, bite me, and I'll go over and tell you the damage. The game had to be halted because he had to go get stitches. And because he didn't want to tell the nurse that he let himself get bit and lost a bet, he would have said a rat did it. The nurse looks over a couple degrees at me with bloody mouth. And she's like, yeah, that's happens.
Wait, that was
no.
You?
No.
Somebody else. Okay.
I was recalling what the poster put. So it's just it's just like he didn't even have time to wipe his mouth.
Well, and that's the thing. And it was funny. I don't know how this came up in conversation, but me and my wife were just talking about this the other night. I was like, you actually have enough power in your jaw to bite your finger clean off.
Oh yeah. The
problem is your brain won't let you do it because you're injured yourself. But like, yeah, no, the human jaw is a lot more powerful. Like the bite's a lot more powerful than what people think.
I just think about because I've watched Cold Cases. Yeah. Yes.
Hash Hop, another one of our fine channel subscribers over there on Rumble. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, that is great. So yeah, I absolutely believe that.
Of course, it's a guy thing too. It's just like, yeah, I bet you could bite really, really hard.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, yeah, but she's at least the Mary Sue. Like they haven't a little bit of an explanation for it, especially in the beginning, because they show her like running and jumping and going crazy, and we're like, and it's like, well, wait a minute, she's an android body. They already said that she could do that, and yada yada yada. What the little bit of the weird stuff is, it's all the stuff with the alien and everything else, and she's essentially the key to everything kind of situation, which we knew that was going to happen. We knew that was going to happen
and stuff, and just like. She basically can tablet control.
Yeah. So, and we knew that all that was coming. Yeah. See, exactly. Fan site. It makes it less torturous. Exactly.
The Irish cream. God damn.
Monopoly is the breaker of families. Hey, if anybody wants to help Common Nerd get through this, $20 dabs, boys and girls, $20 dabs. Half my right hand is proof of that. Oh, still have the indentions from teeth. Holy cow, fan site. Wow.
Well, was it fun or an accident?
No, I doubt that. I doubt if they're still there. That was fun. I highly doubt that was fun.
Suffa, shut up, Shadow Warden, Suffa, bitch.
I love you, Shadow Warden. I love you.
Yeah.
Oh, that is great, son of a bitch. That is great. All right, last one, boys and girls. We're going to give you a little bit of tease over on the YouTube side, and then we're popping over to Rumble, so make sure you join us over there at the Common Nerd. TVMA. Sure.
Oh.
Oh, it was a fight. Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Fans like, you should see the other guy.
I left teeth indentations on his face.
It's like that bitch had a bald patch for the next year after I was done with her.
Shit! You have to get hair plugs.
She wore a wig for the next 6 months. She just could have went all G.I. Jane. She didn't have balls.
God damn. Okay, so she's got her baby alien that's hanging out with her.
Right, yeah, she's got the one that's that she can talk to and kind of communicate and control with, which is the one that was grown out of her brother's lung. Well, it wasn't even grown out of her brother's lung tissue. It was fed her brother's lung tissue. It's really weird how they did that.
Well, it was given there to incubate because it needed to be in there in order to gestate.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was kind of weird. So yeah, so she's got her, which like we were all kind of we all kind of called that.
I was just like, don't do it.
Communicating. Yeah, like it's gonna end up turning into her pet, like her little protector. It was gonna be all of that. It was gonna be like all of that. It was gonna be Jurassic World or whatever it was with Chris Pratt and his raptor team and his whistles like that. We kind of expected that's what it was. And yeah, that's essentially what she even does kind of whistle too. She communicates with the thing in kind of like a weird whistly sound too.
Like at least make her fucking creepy. Like at least allow her to start being more creepy.
Right.
Because with Alien Resurrection, and Alien Resurrection is a stupid movie. I still like it. But even though it's retarded, Alien Resurrection, Sigourney Weaver was fucking creepy in that, like, they really had her act very different to go over and highlight the changes she underwent.
Right. Yeah, that little bit of alien that's in her. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen a movie that's like 20 years old at this point. But yeah, the little bit of alien inside of her. And yeah, well, but the problem with that is that there would be no reason to make her creepy other than doing it for the sake of being creepy.
Well,
I get why you would like the idea of that, but there's really nothing that would. You would have had to added a reason to it behind the story. It made really sense with Ripley.
She's just super fucking bland, and basically she's as interesting as cardboard. She just has interesting things about her. And I think what you could have done is that further separation from humanity after walking on her own grave. You could have seen her start to disassociate certain things from that's like normal behavior, because why would I even bother with that normal behavior? It's silly. Like,
well, and we kind of saw that at the end of the last episode, right? Because remember, we had that where her and Homegirl were about to go super psycho, and the alien was about to come through there, and she was about to call the alien in, and the alien was going to go through and kill everybody, and the brother stopped it. Yeah, the brother stopped it because she was going to literally murder all of those humans because they were trying to stop them and take them back to the facility.
Mm-hmm.
And so he kind of stopped it.
It's not spoilers, it's just laziness. Watch the movie. If it's 20 years old, yeah.
20 years old is just laziness at that point, yeah. Laziness or apathy, and you just don't care. Either way is okay, but don't get mad when we spoil something for you, right? Oh, man. I remember kicking someone's calf, and how his calf muscle was a little concave and persistent limp. Wow. Yeah. But like the human body can do some damage, man. I mean, we might not be lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, but we can mess some stuff up, dude. We really can, especially if you know what you're doing with your body.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely and total, or essentially what you're doing to somebody else's body, I guess, is really the specific aspect of that. But, which is so funny how that works out in so many different ways. But yeah, that's kind of the funny part about it. That's what a lot of people, that's so many people underestimate that. And it's like, ha ha ha, dumbass. Okay. Oh yeah, there's our little.
She fucking petted it. I forgot she petted it.
There's the Spurster coming out.
And
with our two favorite
the real
characters.
stars of the show.
Yes, the real
brothers.
MVPs. Yeah, the little brother, the brothers in this one. Nice.
Brimstone.
Nice.
You came in just in time.
Hey, Brimstone. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see
yeah,
you. Glad you made it in, man.
If there's one thing I did like from last episode is like you're both grounded. Just like, oh, thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad went over and made sure everything's okay.
Yeah, him coming like that Andrew, that synthetic, he's one of my favorite characters, like hands down. I can't remember his name right now, but I'm horrible with names anyway. I've spoke since then. But like he's really good and he does play such a great dad role, and that's really he's a really good father figure. And that's the other thing about it is there is actually a really good father figure in this. There's a woman who tries to be a good mother, but she's actually not very good at it. So it's funny, like the best, most honorable character out of all of them is a dude. Given he's a synthetic, but he's still a dude. He's still a guy. He's still doing male protagonist things. And it's just so funny because, like, you know, for all of everybody's complaints about this, it's not that. There's not really I don't think there's an agenda written into this show in any way, shape, or form. There's some stuff that's just bad. Obviously, you know, but it's not like that. It's not because of that, you know. And so, yes, is what's her face a little bit of girl boss? Yeah, she's the Mary Sue key to everything, you know, which we kind of saw that.
She's a lot of bit of the girl boss who's the key to everything, who is like Khaleesi, basically.
Well, but only for the tech bro who everybody hates anyway, which we all hate him. Everybody hates him. You're supposed to hate the tech bro. He's the one that looks at her like that. You know what I mean? Is the bestest thing ever. Where you have synthetic android dad who is like, no, you're obsessing a little too much with this. You're gonna lose it, and you're completely losing sight of things.
No humans
and
allowed.
Tech Bro's just like, no, yeah. So it's like, so there's actually a lot of, that's the other thing about this. There's a lot of, I know Sunker always goes, the show, but there's a lot of great characters. There's actually a lot of well done aspects to this story overall. It's just the main storyline's kind of the worst one. Yes. The side stories are pretty good. It's the main storyline that really kind of sucks.
Yeah. But now we'll see the real monsters. It's humanity.
That's right. It's going to be humanity all along.
Okay,
and the alien's going to be the bestest ever thing.
You took the one line from Ripley of like, they're not fucking each other over for a paycheck. And now you're making that as like, this is an actual, like, no, Ripley was totally into the aliens and thought they were good. Like, no, that's not, no.
The torture is never over, Sadix. Never. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it in. Oh, and as a friendly reminder, boys and girls, you do have to join the Discord. I'm going to be creating a channel here very soon for application purposes. I will give you guys further details after everything's established.
Also, no, he's saying I'm getting fired.
No.
No, joking.
No, I'm talking about the decision you made. I'm talking about the decision you made on vacation. So it'll come with a $25 application fee, but that's not to go in my pocket. That's just for the background check. That's just for a background check.
I got excited. I was just like, I thought you were like going to do Warhammer campaigns. Like, no, it's
I am. I do. You didn't look. You didn't even look. I set up a Discord section for the Warhammer Wrath and Glory thing. I put all of the character. I put a picture of all the characters in there with a brief description of them in there with instructions. If you're interested in play, if you're interested in those characters, I put all that. There's a whole Warhammer 40K section in my Discord now. So yeah, don't you start with me on that. Don't you tell me I didn't do that. No, I'm talking about for your boyfriend. Husband applications for Sunker. We're not looking for just boyfriends, boys and girls. She's looking for a husband that's willing to give her babies. So just know exactly what you're getting for. And she's free.
No need to sound so crude.
Hey man, I always try to be upfront. I'm like, this is what I was looking for. I was like, I want this, and I want to have more kids. You know, what I mean, like this is if you're not down with that, cool, that's fine. We're moving on. But I got to be upfront about that on that. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I just figured I wanted everybody to be upfront with where you know what your end goals are here. You know what I mean? I want everybody to be very aware of that. Yeah, yeah, we're just trying to be honest here about this. We want everybody to understand.
Did you leave California or UK?
I definitely think she could probably be convinced to leave California. I don't think that one would be too hard. I don't think that one would be too hard.
Oh, I hate you so much, nerd.
I know.
This is my nightmare.
I know.
I like long walks in the wood and pork rinds. Well, I do like pork rinds. Those are good.
There we go. Pork rinds. Yeah. Oh my god, I love that. Sadix. Well, a shot in the dark can't hurt. Hello, sucker. I'm Sadix 2112. I like long walks in the woods and bags of pork rinds. Well, I mean.
Well, bear in mind, I've never dated. I dated one guy in my life. So
yeah,
I'm rather rusty at all of that.
Oh man, Sunker, it basically treats Sunker like an Amish girl who's never been out in the real world. Is essentially how you have to treat Sunker. Except for the fact that she's an at-home alcoholic. So it's like that's the only difference. An Amish girl with access to grandpa's moonshine still that nobody told the church about. You know what I mean? So yeah.
We all praise God in different ways.
That's right. Oh dear Lord in heaven. Oh God, I love this world.
Yeah, he shocked her because she was getting.
Yeah, he's being crazy. That's what made his sister all mad. Now we've got crabs.
This is why I'm Amish.
Because of crabs? Because you don't want to catch crabs? Is that why you're Amish?
Yes.
Or you can't eat crabs? Is that why you're Amish? I don't know. Can Amish eat shellfish? I don't know. I don't know how strict they get with all of that. I'm not sure. Wade, I'll explain that to you when you're a little bit older, buddy. I'll explain that to you when you're a little bit older. You don't have to drink Shadow Ward 99. You should be willing to put up with a drunk her. That's all. If
I'm happy and I'm having good sex, I don't think I'll drink as much.
Well, see, there you go. There's always that. I've always said the exact same thing.
Let's see. Is this dad corpse? Yes.
Yeah, this is dad corpse. Oh yeah, that's nice and gnarly right there. That's an image that you want to write home about.
Well, he'll go over and sorry, there's an ice cream man.
I was like, if I have like the music still playing in the background, I'm like starting to check my tabs. I'm like, did something come unmuted or something?
No, it's just I live in a suburb, so there's an ice cream man on the prowl.
Oh my god.
But no, okay. I do like that the crabs are eating him because they're the bottom feeders and
Talk for a little bit. I gotta go to the bathroom.
God damn it, nerd. I'm totally getting the Irish cream. No, I do like this a little bit because it does show a little bit of disrespect to the guys where they just fucking left him on the beach. They didn't go pick him up or nothing. Didn't go bury him. Now the crabs are going to eat him. Usually, by the way, animals go for the soft parts. That's why they usually go for the stomach or eyes. Which is actually really, really, really sad. Because it reminds me of all these other cold cases I looked up. But yeah, no, that's why that's where animals go for first. Anyways, I'm stuck here because he left me to go pee. And kind of left us on a really horrific image. The more you think about it. I also think they gave him contacts to go over and pale out his eyes. Which is that's also a very, very good thing. And he has sand shoes! I don't really have anything else. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm not. I'm waiting for that judgmental speech that Wendy is going to give, and it's going to be really boring. Um, I really hope that Android Dad and the two brothers live. Sand shoes. It's the one thing it's one of the stuff I remember from the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. We're like, you're wearing sand shoes. Roughly ineffective male dies. Like, I really don't think he didn't get enough time. And the thing is, if you cut out all the corporate bullshit this could have been a really, really fun story if you shored it up a bit, and they didn't. There was a lot of stupid bullshit. I would actually cut back on the Wendy stuff a lot more, and still, because she already has stuff that's special.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get my Irish cream.
There you go. Yeah, and that's a really good point. The only way the show works without breaking canon is everyone dies. That was something that was something we talked about early on with as well. It's like we know everybody essentially has to die at the end of this, right? Like all the aliens have to die, the whole island essentially. And the nice part is they gave us a nice little out for that early on. With them being on an island too. So you can just potentially like nuke this whole place at the end. And nobody's really going to be all that much the wiser because they're already on an island.
Mm-hmm. Like, as a thing to go over and show, like, you want to go over and set up your landscape, and what Aliens does, and Alien, they really do set up the landscape very well, and to where you kind of understand the facility like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
So, because they've been moving around so much, I'm not a kid, nerd.
I got weird. I knew I was gonna get his goat with that one.
But because we don't really have a good understanding of this area, other than like jungle and super facility, it's kind of hard to go over and it's just one more knock against it. Like, you could have really spent your time building up this area and making it really cool and give you a thing of like claustrophobia even when you're outside, and it would have been very interesting. And no, we don't get that.
She's right. All right, you want to say goodbye to YouTube before you go run off and get your Irish cream?
Yes. Bye, YouTube. Right. Follow us on Rumble.
That's right. Find us over there on Rumble. We certainly appreciate it, though.
Xeno-communist androids with pet xenomorphs.
What's up, DH Godzilla 1? What's going on, buddy? Glad you made it in, my friend. Oh, that is glorious. Yep, that's right. Well, that's a good way to bye, YouTube. Yeah. That's a good way to end YouTube. Oh, that is great.